On the high plains of Kenya, the Masai Mara extends with grasslands that reach the horizon. Scattered acacia bushes stand across the open land, enduring the wind. During migration season, the region becomes a center of life. More than 1.5 million wildebeests, along with hundreds of thousands of zebras and Thomson's gazelles, move from the Serengeti into the Mara. They form a massive and continuous flow across the savannah. The sound of hooves shakes the plains and attracts predators waiting in concealment. The Mara River cuts through the grassland. Its muddy and powerful currents serve both as a natural boundary and a survival challenge. Nile crocodiles wait beneath the surface. Vultures circle above, waiting for the outcome of the crossing. This shows the unforgiving cycle of survival, where life belongs only to those able to overcome the harsh tests of the Mara. Zebras are one of the most distinctive species in the Serengeti Mara migration. Their black and white stripes form vast moving herds that cover the grasslands. This journey is not only a search for new grasslands, but also a test of survival faced by each individual. The banks of the Mara River mark the most dangerous stage. Driven by thirst and the lack of grass, herds are forced to plunge into the fast current. The combined force of thousands of animals creates an intense and chaotic scene. Every leap into the river is a decision of survival. Nile crocodiles strike from beneath the water when herds cross. Some zebras are swept away or taken by crocodiles. Most push forward, using endurance to reach the far bank. The persistence of the herd creates collective strength that allows zebras to survive across many migrations. Once across, zebras move to new pastures. These grasslands provide food, but also host struggles within the herds to determine leaders. This competition ensures that only the strongest animals pass on their genes. The journey of the zebra shows the harsh rhythm of nature. It reflects survival ability, herd strength, and the essential role of the species in the Mara ecosystem. On the open plains, the leopard is a notable predator with a slender and agile body. Its golden coat marked with black spots blends into the grass. Its sharp eyes allow accurate tracking of movements. Leopards usually live alone and establish their own hunting territories. They use trees, bushes, or low mounds as cover to approach prey. With sudden acceleration and precise strikes, they bring down their targets. Their prey consists mainly of small antelopes, which provide enough energy for survival. When raising cubs, a mother leopard must stay constantly alert. The cubs are vulnerable to lions and hyenas. The mother frequently relocates them to safe places until they grow strong enough to hunt. The presence of leopards in the Mara helps maintain ecological balance. They regulate populations of antelopes, zebras, and other grazers. They are one of the key predators of the savannah. On the Mara plains, where hunts occur frequently, vultures play a vital role in the ecological cycle. When lions, leopards, or hyenas leave a kill, large flocks of vultures quickly appear in the sky. They descend to feed on the remains left behind. Their strong bodies, powerful beaks, and bare necks allow them to consume carcasses efficiently. By doing so, they remove large amounts of organic matter that could spread disease. This prevents epidemics and keeps the Mara environment stable. Unlike many raptors that hunt live prey, vultures specialize in carcasses. This role makes them an important link in the food web. Where large herds exist, vultures are always present. Their appearance may seem ordinary, but their ecological function is critical. They act as the cleanup force that sustains the health of the entire animal community. In the harsh landscape of the Mara, vultures show that every species has a defined role in nature. The spotted hyena is a predator with effective coordination and powerful strength. Unlike the image of scavengers, most of their diet comes from active hunting. A clan of hyenas can include up to 80 individuals, organized under a clear matriarchal system. Their group hunting strategy allows them to bring down large prey such as zebras and wildebeests. This collective behavior makes the spotted hyena one of the most successful predators in Africa. During the Mara River crossings, when millions of wildebeests and zebras migrate, hyenas take advantage of weak or exhausted individuals. Spotted hyenas have extremely powerful jaws, capable of crushing large bones in seconds. This ability allows them to extract nutrients from carcasses, including meat, hide, and bone marrow. By doing so, they prevent pollution and limit pathogens, keeping the savanna in balance. The combination of active hunting, physical power, and natural cleanup roles makes the spotted hyena an essential species in the African ecosystem. They are both efficient hunters and regulators of life in the harsh cycles of the Savanna and the Mara. The Marabou stork is one of the largest birds in Africa, with a wingspan of nearly 10 feet. Its tall body, black and white plumage, and large, strong bill make it easy to recognize across the grasslands. Its appearance is ungainly, but it fits well with its ecological role. This bird often gathers at carcass sites after lions, hyenas, or leopards leave. With its strong bill, it consumes remaining flesh, skin, and sinew that other predators ignore. By doing so, Marabou storks help remove carcasses and prevent the spread of disease. In addition to scavenging, they also hunt opportunistically. Fish, frogs, small reptiles, and nestlings can all become food. This varied diet allows them to adapt in wild habitats and in areas near human settlements where organic waste is available. Their most important ecological role is cleaning the grasslands after predators feed. Without Marabou storks and other scavenging birds, the savanna would quickly become littered with carcasses, creating conditions for disease outbreaks. In the African ecosystem, Marabou storks are not strong predators, but they are indispensable links. Their wide wingspan, durable bill, and specialized lifestyle demonstrate the necessity of every species in maintaining natural balance. Beneath the muddy water of the Mara River, the Nile crocodile is the dominant predator. With lengths exceeding 16 feet and massive weight, it has a strong body, thick skin, and sharp teeth capable of killing any animal that attempts to cross. Patience in ambush is its greatest advantage. Nile crocodiles can remain still for hours, blending into their surroundings. When zebras or wildebeests plunge into the river, crocodiles strike suddenly, clamp down on prey, and twist their bodies to drain the victim's strength. They regulate migrating herds, prevent overpopulation, and maintain ecological balance in the Mara River. In every river crossing, the presence of crocodiles turns the water into a life-or-death challenge for the herds. They are key predators that directly shape the survival cycle of this ecosystem. The Masai ostrich is the largest bird in the world, reaching more than 9 feet in height and weighing up to 290 pounds. Although flightless, it can run at speeds of up to 45 miles per hour, powered by long, muscular legs. A single kick from an ostrich can cause severe injury to many predators. The eyes of the Masai ostrich measure about 2 inches in diameter, the largest of any land animal. Their wide vision enables them to detect threats from hundreds of yards away. This allows the herd to move in time, and many other animals benefit from this early warning when nearby. During breeding season, males and females take turns incubating eggs. Females sit during the day and males guard at night. This alternation improves protection and raises the survival rate of the chicks. Masai ostriches also help disperse seeds. With a diet that includes grass, seeds, and wild fruits, they spread plant life across the plains. This role contributes to maintaining biodiversity in the savannah. On the African grasslands, the Masai ostrich stands out not only for its size, but also for its ecological roles. It provides defense, early warning, and support for vegetation renewal. Olive baboons live in large troops, sometimes with more than 100 individuals. Their strength lies in strict social organization rather than individual power. In the harsh land of the Mara, adult males play a key role as sentinels. They maintain constant observation and signal alarm when danger is detected. A sudden movement on the water surface is enough to make the entire troop stop and remain alert. When a threat becomes clear, olive baboons can respond aggressively. This defensive behavior is uncommon among many other primates in the savannah. Within the troop, young individuals receive careful care, and social bonds are reinforced through grooming and coordinated movement. This behavior demonstrates collective strength that surpasses individual ability. The survival strategy of olive baboons relies on social organization and cooperation. This allows them to persist and adapt across many harsh regions of Africa. The wet season brings new life to the Mara grasslands. Heavy rainfall covers the plains with green growth and provides abundant fresh grass. This is the time when herds of antelopes, zebras, and buffalo return to feed. Predators such as lions, leopards, hyenas, and vultures also benefit from the increase in prey, and the ecosystem reaches peak activity. When the dry season arrives, the landscape changes rapidly. The green grass dries out, water holes disappear, and cracked soil spreads across the ground. Migrating herds must continue moving toward areas where water and grass remain. The severity of the dry season forces millions of animals to gather at the Mara River. The Mara River becomes the center of survival. Its strong current is both a source of life and a barrier. When herds crowd to cross, some are swept away while others fall to Nile crocodiles. Above, vultures watch the scene, waiting for remains. Each river crossing turns the Mara into an arena of survival, where life is decided by the season. Among the great migrations of the Mara, antelopes are the most numerous species. Their large numbers drive the entire movement. Their migration reflects the seasonal changes. They return when the rains bring grass, and they move to the Mara River when the land dries and water disappears. Herd behavior is their main survival advantage. Large numbers reduce the risk for each individual, even though they remain the primary targets of lions, leopards, and hyenas. Losses are balanced by high reproduction rates, which keep populations stable year after year. Antelopes shape the landscape and maintain ecological balance. They regulate grass growth and provide the main food source for many predators. Each migration season, their herds create the defining rhythm of the Mara, a continuous cycle of life. The Cape buffalo is one of the strongest grazers of the Mara. With a massive body and solid curved horns, it possesses remarkable defensive ability. Buffalo depend on herd strength, with groups of hundreds of individuals that support each other when facing lions. Their migration pattern follows the cycle of wet and dry seasons. When grass is abundant, they concentrate on grazing. When food becomes scarce, they move toward areas with water. Their movements are not as massive as zebra herds, but they exert significant pressure on the environment. In the food web, buffalo are both prey and formidable opponents. Lions often target calves or weakened individuals, which helps keep the population strong. Buffalo demonstrate the balance between herbivores and predators, where herd strength determines survival. Lions are the top predators of the Mara. With muscular bodies, strong limbs, and coordinated teamwork, they can bring down large prey such as zebras and buffalo. No other predator on the savanna maintains such structured group organization. Their hunting strategy determines most of their success. Some lions ambush while others block escape routes. When prey is surrounded, the chance of escape is almost zero. This strategy provides lions with a stable food supply during the wet season. But competition intensifies during the dry season when prey becomes scarce. Lions play an important ecological role by removing weak individuals and maintaining the health of herbivore populations. On the savanna, lions represent not only strength, but also the principle of natural balance. The African wild dog is one of the most distinctive predators of the savanna. Unlike solitary hunters, they operate in packs and rely on coordination to gain advantage. Their lean bodies, long legs, moderate speed, and exceptional stamina make them effective long-distance hunters. Their hunting strategy relies on planning and relay pursuit rather than sudden power. They spread out, surround the prey, and take turns chasing. When one dog tires, another continues the pursuit until the prey collapses from exhaustion. This strategy gives them higher success rates than lions or leopards. After a successful hunt, the pack shows strict discipline. Instead of fighting, they share food evenly, with priority given to pups and weaker members. This behavior stabilizes the pack and reduces conflict. In a harsh environment, this sharing is critical for survival. Although African wild dogs are not numerous, they have a major ecological role. By controlling populations of medium-sized herbivores, they help maintain grassland balance. Their presence also influences the behavior of other species, both predators and prey. On the savanna, African wild dogs are neither the fastest nor the largest, but their endurance, pack spirit, and coordination make them some of the most effective predators in nature. In the African savanna, Lions are defined by collective strength and organized hunting strategies. Unlike leopards or cheetahs that rely on individual speed, lions gain advantage through teamwork, which secures their position at the top of the food chain. In each hunt, individuals take specific roles: blocking escape, driving prey, or launching direct attacks. This tactic enables them to bring down large and dangerous prey such as zebras and adult buffalo. However, lion strength does not always ensure victory. A large buffalo herd, tightly coordinated, can defend itself aggressively and injure lions. This demonstrates the harsh balance between apex predators and well-defended prey. Lions play an essential ecological role by regulating herbivore populations. They prevent overgrazing and sustain food resources for other species. Their presence also shapes the movement patterns and behavior of herds across the savanna. Lions are dominant predators, yet they constantly face risks. This duality makes them both rulers of the grasslands and vital regulators of Africa's natural rhythm. African elephants are the largest land animals and one of the most influential species in shaping the savanna landscape. With strong muscles and versatile trunks, they directly alter their environment. On grasslands, elephants often break shrubs or acacia trees for food. This action opens gaps for sunlight, encourages grass growth, and provides food for other herbivores. By doing so, elephants maintain balance between woody plants and grasslands, preventing the savanna from turning into dense forest or desert. During the dry season, elephants also travel long distances, creating trails that cross the savanna. These paths become ecological corridors that allow other species to access food and water. The influence of elephants extends far beyond their herds. They shape the biological flow of entire ecosystems. By opening and maintaining landscapes, elephants function as essential regulators of the savanna. Without them, the system would face severe disruption. In Africa, elephants symbolize ecological power and responsibility, serving as irreplaceable pillars of the wild. Giraffes are the tallest land animals, and this trait gives them a unique role in the savanna ecosystem. With long necks, they reach high acacia leaves that most herbivores cannot access. This reduces competition for food and helps control tree growth, keeping grasslands open. Height also provides visual advantage. Their eyes detect unusual movements from great distances. When giraffes become alert, many nearby animals also respond to the signal. Although they do not actively defend other species, giraffes act as natural early warning systems. They move in small groups, spreading out across the savanna to forage. This distribution reduces pressure on specific areas and allows vegetation to recover. Their tall stance and slow, deliberate movement make giraffes one of the most distinctive sights of the African plains. The African Cape buffalo is a highly influential species of the savanna. With solid bodies, heavy weight, and curved horns, they are both a vital food source for predators and a dangerous opponent that even lions must approach with caution. Because of their aggression and strong group defense, they are considered one of the most difficult species to subdue on the grasslands. The defining trait of Cape buffalo is their herd strategy. They travel in large groups ranging from hundreds to thousands of individuals. When threatened, the herd can shift formation to protect members, with the strongest individuals on the outer edges. As a result, lion hunts on buffalo are rarely successful. Buffalo also strongly influence the landscape. While moving, they graze grass down to the ground, clearing space for new shoots to grow. Their dung enriches the soil, allowing vegetation to regenerate quickly. Although unpredictable and dangerous, Cape buffalo remain an essential link in the savanna ecosystem. The African savanna is not only home to large mammals, but also to many smaller species with remarkable resilience and adaptability. Hidden in tall grasses, rocky crevices, and seasonal pools, reptiles and amphibians contribute to the balance of this vast ecosystem. Among them, the black mamba is the most notable. With long, slender bodies and high speed, it is one of the most dangerous snakes in the world. Its neurotoxic venom can be lethal, making escape nearly impossible for prey within striking distance. However, black mambas usually remain hidden and avoid encounters. They attack only when threatened or surprised, delivering sudden, rapid strikes. Their presence increases the risk for all animals, making vigilance essential in the savanna. Another species with a unique ability is the spitting cobra. It can eject venom accurately into the eyes of a threat from several yards away. This toxin causes intense pain and temporary blindness, allowing the snake to escape. When hunting, spitting cobras still rely on ambush, striking and injecting venom into birds, rodents, or frogs. This combination of defensive and offensive strategies makes them one of the most adaptable snakes of the savanna. The Sud wetland in South Sudan is one of Africa's most distinctive ecosystems. Its rivers and swamps provide shelter for tens of thousands of hippos, the largest population on the continent. They depend on water to regulate body temperature and to protect their sensitive skin from the intense sun of the savanna. Hippos are massive animals, with adult males weighing more than 3,000 pounds. They live in stable groups, resting in water during the day and moving to grasslands at night to feed. Hippos are not only grazers, but also powerful ecological engineers. The dung they deposit each night supplies nutrients to rivers and lakes, supporting microorganisms and aquatic food chains. In this way, hippos form a natural link between grasslands and aquatic ecosystems. The flooded savanna is also home to hundreds of bird species. More than 400 species have been recorded, including many seasonal migrants. Their numbers fill the skies during peak periods. The gray heron, with its wide wingspan, hunts along the water's edge and controls populations of small fish and amphibians. The African spoonbill uses its flat bill to sweep shallow mud, filtering out fish fry and aquatic insects. The abundance of water birds reflects the overall health of the wetland system. Across the adjacent grasslands, termite mounds rise up to 16 feet tall like earthen towers. Inside, millions of termites live in strict organization. The mounds regulate temperature and provide shelter for insects, reptiles, and small birds. They function as ecological oases within dry grasslands. On the backs of buffalo, zebras, or giraffes, oxpeckers are commonly seen. These small birds feed on parasites such as ticks and fleas. The relationship benefits both species. Large mammals reduce parasite loads, and oxpeckers gain a stable food source. This is a clear example of symbiosis, showing that in the savanna, no organism exists alone. From hippos to water birds, from termites to pollinators, every species shapes the rhythm of the flooded savanna. Their interactions create one of the most complex and resilient ecological systems in Africa. When the first rains fall, the savanna revives after months of dryness. Green grasses spread across the valleys and riverbeds. This is the signal for migrating herds of antelopes, zebras, and buffalo to return. Fresh grasses provide abundant energy, while predators such as lions and cheetahs gain more chances to ambush. The wet season savanna becomes a landscape of vitality, where every movement follows a rhythm of renewal. When the rains stop, the savanna changes again. Heat cracks the soil, and water retreats into a few small holes. These scarce sources become survival points, drawing herds together despite the risk. Lions wait under shade, and crocodiles lie in the water. Each waterhole turns into a hidden battleground between predator and prey. The dry season leaves scattered carcasses across the plains. Exhausted animals become food for hyenas and vultures. Their presence prevents disease outbreaks and recycles nutrients through multiple levels of the food web. This harsh cycle maintains balance. Rain brings life, and drought filters populations. In this rhythm, every species, large or small, holds an irreplaceable role. In the Serengeti, Thomson's gazelles and cheetahs are closely linked in the cycle of survival. Thomson's gazelles are small, fast herbivores that rely on agility and large herds to escape predators. Cheetahs are speed specialists and the fastest land animals. Thomson's gazelles are widespread across the Serengeti and form large herds. They are a primary food source for many predators. They often choose open grasslands where they can detect danger from a distance. Their vigilance allows them to react instantly to threats, but young or isolated individuals remain vulnerable. Cheetahs have an absolute advantage in speed. With slender bodies, flexible spines, and semi-retractable claws, they can reach more than 60 miles per hour over short distances. Their hunting strategy is to target a single animal, approach silently, and then sprint for several seconds to bring it down. When a young Thomson's gazelle separates from the herd, the cheetah has an opportunity. Within seconds, it closes the gap. The chase is short, as both species rely on speed for only a brief time. If the gazelle changes direction quickly enough, it can escape. If the cheetah reaches striking distance, the outcome is usually fatal. Even after a kill, the cheetah faces the risk of losing its prey. The noise of the hunt attracts lions or hyenas. Cheetahs must eat quickly before larger predators steal the carcass. For this reason, cheetahs often consume only part of their kill, leaving the rest for scavengers. The relationship between Thomson's gazelles and cheetahs reflects mutual dependence within the Serengeti ecosystem. Gazelles sustain cheetahs, while cheetahs regulate gazelle populations. Both shape the natural balance. Every chase is direct evidence of the harsh but structured reality of the savannah. Today, both the Masai Mara and the wider savannah face significant threats. Elephants, rhinos, and many other rare species are still hunted for ivory and horns. These activities reduce populations and disrupt fragile balance. The expansion of agriculture and urban areas continues to shrink habitats, cutting migration corridors and reducing access to food and water. Climate change prolongs dry seasons and intensifies droughts, pushing many species toward collapse. To protect these lands, multiple efforts are underway. Protected areas have been expanded to give herds more space to move. Anti-poaching patrols operate frequently, reducing illegal hunting. The Masai Mara and the African Savanna are among the most important wild ecosystems on Earth. Protecting them is not only about saving animals, but also about maintaining the natural rhythm that has sustained the continent for thousands of years. The future of the Mara and the Savanna depends on human choices. We can continue to preserve them and keep the cycle of life intact, or we can allow them to disappear into drought and dust. This is not only Africa's story. It is a reminder of shared responsibility. Preserving nature's voice is the same as preserving our own survival.